I watched the press conference, Rex, on Wednesday on the feed that the PGA Tour provides, and I couldn't help but chuckle because Rory, to your point, said that it's more fun to win as a team. And somewhere in Saudi Arabia or elsewhere, Yasir's ears had to have perked up because he and the rest of the folks with Live Golf they got to be thinking, like, we've been saying this since 2022. Like, team golf is where it's at. It's the future. It's so much fun. It's a brotherhood. There's camaraderie. It's more fun to win as a team. Obviously, I think if Rory McIlroy was asked to elaborate on that, he would say, look, this is a very fun one-off. It's a change from the personal satisfaction you can get with just you and your caddy, maybe your swing coach and trainer, a very small team when you win an individual tournament like the Masters. Yes, there's something to be said for collective achievement, and it's more fun when you're both invested in hitting the shots and the eventual outcome. But players of Rory's ilk clearly don't want to do this 14 times a year. I think they're more than happy doing this once at the Zurich Classic, and of course in September in the fall at the Ryder Cup.
Well, and of course, this would have been a question that you would have loved. The idea yesterday when I was on Golf Today, and I think you guys might have done it on the roundtable on Monday, the idea of this is so successful, and we've seen this event grow from where it was in 2017 to kind of a must-stop for a lot of players on the PGA Tour. And is there a way we can take what they do here and put it into another event? I think you're right. I don't think it works anywhere else. I don't think players want to have it more than once a year. I kind of threw out the idea that maybe you could do some sort of mixed team event. We know they announced last week that they're going to have a mixed team event at the Olympics between the men's individual competition and the women's individual competition. That might be cool. We have the Grant Thornton, which is in the challenge season. But if you could somehow find a way to work something into the regular PGA Tour and LPGA Tour schedule, I think that would be cool. But I don't see this being replicated anywhere else.
No, I would agree with that. I still think there's a spot on the PGA Tour schedule for a standalone match play tournament, which had been on the PGA Tour schedule for decades, hasn't been played since 2023. I still think that's missing. But yeah, like once you start getting into alternate formats, it sort of gimmicks down what is the clear cut best competitive tour on the planet. And I think the PGA Tour has tried to walk a very fine line of having the absolute best competition while also catering to both sponsors, fans, and players who want to just do something a little bit different throughout the course of the season.
And I did want to point out, you watched the press conference, so you saw it. I tried very deftly to get the commissioner to transition from talking about this tournament to the Tour Championship. They talked about the new Tour Championship format last week in a player advisory council meeting at Hilton Head. It's getting to the point now, according to various sources have told me, that they have an idea of what it's going to look like this year, and it'll probably evolve into something different beyond that they're closing in on some ideas of what they want the format to look like. So I tried to do the tiptoe and get the commissioner to talk about that when he wanted to talk about Zurich, and he wasn't biting. He only talked about Zurich, but I tried.
Kudos to you. I did watch that as well. It seemed like a big nothing burger as related to PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan. Was not asked about the state of affairs. Did not ask if there's another meeting on the docket with Yasir Al-Rumayyan of the PIF. Really, it was just celebrating the fact that Zurich has re-upped its commitment to the PGA Tour, another sponsorship to the end of 2030.